never understood why I was the last one in my class or grade to get a cell phone. Nonetheless, I was 13 years old when I got my first phone, and only a couple months later, I created a Twitter and Instagram account. As a teen myself, I'm part of every day I'm part of technology. Almost every year, technology is advancing, and people are trying to make it more efficient and easier for people to use. Today, I am here to persuade you that technology has more of a negative impact on teenagers than it does a positive impact. Technology has a negative impact for three main reasons. It is distraction from school, it is easy access for internet stalkers, and lastly, technology can jeopardize teens' health. First, we will discuss how technology is a distraction. Technology is a distraction from school because kids cannot concentrate with cell phones right in front of them. Stated in technology's negative impact on teens, average teenager spends up to 8 hours a day on their cell phone, which is more than 56 hours a week on their cell phone. Now, as we talk about technology can be anything from cell phones to iPads, computers, video games. All of that lies under the category of technology. But and mainly with teenagers, we're talking about cell phones. Now, with kids can't concentrate, leads to less studying, which in turn leads to grades failing. A straight A student can become a B student, and an F student, well, they'll stay an F student because of technology. Stated in Digital Responsibility, Professor Rosen conducted a survey. The survey he conducted found that students cannot concentrate more than 3 minutes at a time on homework, studying, their family during dinner, and with their friends. Not only is technology a distraction from school, but technology can also be dangerous. And what I mean by this is technology gives easy access for internet stalkers to hurt naive strangers, to hurt naive teenagers. Teens are one click away from submitting something private, their private information, to strangers that they don't even know. And this often leads to identity theft. Not only does it lead to identity theft, but most widely known is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is often on social media, which is categorized under technology. Stated in Teens Obsession with Technology 2010, in 2007, a 13-year-old named Megan Meyer committed suicide. A boy she liked started posting nasty stuff on her social media account, and this led to her committing suicide. But it wasn't even the kid she liked. It was a mother in her neighborhood that was bullying her through technology. Lastly, we now know that technology is a distraction from school. It can be dangerous, but most importantly, technology can be bad for our health. Now, too much technology can jeopardize teenagers' health. One reason is childhood obesity. Now, going back to the last statistic, teens can't concentrate on one thing for more than 3 minutes because they have to check their social media, they have to check score updates, they have to check all stuff like that. And this leads to kids being less active. You know, they don't want to go outside and play, but they don't want to go outside and hang out with their friends, you know, shoot some hoops because they're too worried about their cell phones or what's on TV. And with that point, childhood obesity, one study found that increased screen time happens to be associated with larger waistlines in teens. Scientific America reported 2013. Now, with that technology, they're always on technology. They're less active, which means they're going to eat more junk food. They're not going to exercise more, and this is going to gain the childhood obesity. Another point: technology can have long-term effects on teens' health. One, it can hurt eyesight and hearing loss, because most of the time, if you ever seen teenagers on their cell phones, they have them right here. They're up this close to the computer or up this close to video games, and it's going to hurt their eyesight. And one also thing, you associate cell phones with texting, but also a lot of people don't really realize is music. Teenagers always have their earbuds in. And even when I'm in my high school class, half the class has earphones in, and I can hear the music all the way across the room. And this is associated with hearing loss down the road. And not only the hearing loss and hurts eyesight, but it also rots the teenager's brains out, so to speak, if you want to put it that way. Stated in Plugged in Life, 2013, technology is causing soreness, fatigue, trouble seeing, hearing loss, and like I said, is rotting the teenager's brain. And also, another point we can go with long-term effects is stated in the negative effects electronics have on teens. Technology can lead to an increase in depression. And also with depression, because they're stuck on their phone. And one thing many people don't realize too is, you're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and you're sitting at home and you see, your friends at the beach or this famous person's eating out at your favorite restaurant or your favorite athletes in France. It leads to depression because you're sitting here seeing all these people enjoying fancy dinners and fancy vacations, and you're sitting at home, on your couch, just seeing all these people enjoy a high lifestyle, and you become depressed. Today, I have hopefully persuaded you that technology has a negative impact on teenagers. My reasonings have been because it is a distraction from school, which leads to failing grades. It's easy access to internet stalkers, which leads to cyberbullying. And finally, it can jeopardize teens' health. 4 years later, and mature, I now realize that my parents were right. Due to the overwhelming negative effects, no kid needs a phone or any type of serious technology when you are in middle school.